Welcome to Adelaide, this is Dina. Today's video is on the Ficus Lyrata or the Fiddle Leaf Fig. I will talk about plant care and cover as much information as I can to help you grow your fiddle leaf to a healthy and stunning plant. And I tell you, this plant will make your space look like it came out of the pages of Interiors magazine. Timestamps will be available, so feel free to check it out. The fiddle leaf belongs to the Myriciae family. They originated from the tropical regions of Africa and Asia. Close relatives of this plant are the rubber plant and the weeping fig. I got this plant for its foliage. The leaves are wide and shaped like a fiddle, hence the name, and the veins on the leaves are prominent. It can grow up to 6 feet or more indoors. But if you're going for a different look, you might consider a more compact variety like the Bambino. This plant is for you if you have some experience in looking after houseplants. It just needs a little bit more attention compared to other houseplants, but it is not the diva that some are known for. This plant needs a moderate watering schedule, allowing the topsoil or roughly about 2 inches of the soil to dry out in between waterings. They also prefer a moderate to high humidity environment of about 40 to 60%. Now, Adelaide is known to have low humidity, and I don't have a humidity meter, I don't have a humidifier. What I did was mist the plant regularly, and that seemed to be enough. This plant needs a lot of bright indirect light. I have mine sitting next to a northwest facing window of the house. With the fiddle leaf, I regularly rotate the pot to get the stems straight and also to ensure that the leaves are spread out evenly. I also make sure that I wipe the leaves clean regularly. With the Fiddle Leaf Fig, they prefer a well-draining soil. The plant behind me is in an 8-inch pot and it needs to be repotted soon. I could see some roots popping at the top. What I've done is I've covered that with some compost until I can get it repotted. With regards to feeding, I use a weak concentration of liquid fertilizer for this plant. This white thing here is a root and I've covered it with soil, but I've seen more popping out. This plant is probably screaming for a repot. The fiddle leaf can be propagated by taking a stem cutting, not a leaf, but a stem. I have no intention of cutting this plant at this time. However, I wanted it shaped more like a tree and thicker at the top, so I plan to pinch the tip or maybe try notching once it gets to my preferred height. I haven't quite decided yet how I wanted to do it. Other things to consider when you have a fiddle leaf are: 1. Protect them from drafts or air vents. 2. If it is thriving where it is now, I suggest not to move it if you can help it, because they are very sensitive to changes in their environment. I found that out when I had to move my fiddle leaf from one room to the other. It survived, but I ended up with dropped and deformed leaves. This is the area where the leaves dropped off, and this here is the deformed leaf. I'm fine with this because at some point in the future, I will have to remove these leaves at the lower part of the stem anyway. And 3rd, checking the plant every now and then is said to make the stems grow stronger and healthier overall. I was unaware that I was doing exactly that every time I open or close the blinds. I have read that the fiddle leaf fig can be a difficult plant to look after, but following some simple plant care routine can certainly help make the process easier. That is my experience with my fiddle leaf, and I hope that you will also find success in your plant care. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video.